All right, welcome back to another National PSI Real Estate Exam Prep. And today we're going to talk about agency relationships. And more specifically, we're going to go over 5 questions with their explanations as to why they are the answer. In a listing agent's duty of care to a seller includes all of the following except sharing the seller's financial situation to expedite the sale. An agent representing a seller cannot disclose confidential information to a buyer without the seller's explicit permission, even if doing so could expedite the sale of the property. All other activities mentioned are examples of an agent exercising their duty of care towards their client. A broker is aware that a home near his listing has environmental issues. The environmental issues need to be disclosed because they may impact value. Environmental issues, whether located within or outside the property boundaries, can impact the property's value and must be disclosed, regardless of how obvious they may seem. The principal in a real estate transaction is the client of the brokerage. In a real estate transaction, the principal is the individual who hires the brokerage and delegates to the firm the responsibility of representing their interest. The customer is the third party or non represented consumer in the transaction. A facilitator acts as a middleman, while a subagent is an agent working on behalf of the principal's agent. Before the buyer signs a buyer agency contract, a real estate professional must do all of these except obtain financial information from the buyer. Once the buyer representation contract is signed, but not before, the real estate professional should obtain detailed financial information from the buyer. Real estate professionals also inform the buyer about all types of agencies available, the buyer's compensation requirements, and the services that the broker will provide under the agreement. A buyer signed a listing agreement and agreed to pay the buyer's brokerage firm when the buyer purchased any property. The buyer signed an exclusive buyer agency contract. The buyer signed an exclusive buyer agency contract, which stipulates that whenever the buyer purchases the property described in the contract, the buyer's brokerage firm will be compensated. In contrast, with an exclusive agency or open listing, the buyer could purchase properties not shown by the broker without being obligated to pay the brokerage firm. All right, this was 5 questions with their explanations to help you pass your national PSI real estate exam. If this was helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe because we drop a new video every week to help you pass your national PSI real estate exam.